Well, good morning, multipliers. It is great to be with you again. And it is the second day, January 2nd, 2018. I got used to that. I hate the change. It takes like 6 months to get used to writing 18 on your paper. That's the worst. But it is a great time because the time when many of us look back and reflect on what we want to do differently in 2018. It's a new year. It's kind of a moment of change, of remaking ourselves. And as people make resolutions, we write them out. We say like, oh, I want to get healthier. I want to do this. We have all these things that we set and we make expectations and goals. But as many of us know, they fail. My dad's always been a faithful person at working out. He loves doing it. In fact, he goes at a ridiculous hour, like 5 a.m. every morning to the Y. He always talks about at the beginning of the year, it's hard to get on a machine. It's hard really to do anything because there's just so many people of all the new people working out and trying to get healthy with their resolutions. But he says, if you're one of the faithful, don't really worry about it because give it a week, give it 2 weeks, and all of a sudden, almost all of those people will be gone because they'll be out of the routine, they'll give up on it, it's not worth it, and it's back to the way it was with the faithful who were there before the year even started. And you think about that and you think about like, what's the last resolution you made? Did you follow through with it? We all have those goals and expectations, those things that we set for ourselves that we desire to make ourselves better. But they kind of pale in comparison to the mission that God has sent us to do. As I'm looking at 2018, thinking of the challenges that will arise, the new things which I've signed on for, that God is preparing me for, and where He's leading me to, I think about like all my goals and expectations, the things in which I'm dreaming of, that kind of will not work without Him. So my challenge to you in today's video is, how do we make ourselves, our resolutions, not just resolutions, but a bond and a commitment to deepen our relationship with God? You see, because maybe your goal is to get healthier in 2018. Well, that's great, but I'm sorry, but personally, I think that a burger tastes better than kale salad. All right, I like kale, it's okay, but it's not my favorite. And you look at it and you think about like all those goals, they require ourselves to sacrifice, which is something we're not good at. In Isaiah chapter 6, where Isaiah is before the throne, seeing God on high, seeing Him in His throne room. As we sit here and look at it, we think about this conversation that transpires between Isaiah and God. Woe is me, starting in verse 5. Woe is me, for I am lost. I am a man of unclean lips, and I dwell within the midst of people of unclean lips. For my eyes have seen the King, the Lord of hosts. Then one of the seraphim flew to me, having in his hand a burning coal that he had taken with tongs from the altar. Then he touched my lips, and he said, behold, this has touched your lips, your guilt is taken away, and your sins atoned for. And I hear the voice of the Lord saying, whom shall I send? Who will go for us? And then I said, here am I, Lord, send me. As we look at this, that's 5 through 8 in chapter 6, we look at this mission in which God is sending Isaiah to. And it's a hard mission. As we read on further, you see that it's not going to be an easy road for Isaiah to follow God. And as I kind of think about what that means in terms of like us too, where we're getting called to go, in 2017, I think each of us can say it's hard to truly be a hard line, follow God, and be faithful. As I look at my life and I think about the things and I think about my desire to be healthier, my desire to have a better relationship with my wife, a desire to be a better pastor, husband, job, all these things, the thing I kind of come back to is this. That all those things are great and they're special and they're important. But what will make all those things come true, truthfully, is following God. Because when I follow God, I realize more that my body is His temple. I realize more that I need to take care of myself. When I follow God, I naturally see the way that God's relationship with the church and His relation to me aligns with how I'm supposed to be a husband to my wife. See, the sacrificial love in which He has paid to me is what I pay to others. And that is why when we sit back and we focus on the relationship with God, we focus on what He is actively doing in our lives and desires to do, those goals and expectations that we set for ourselves, those become easier because they become part of what God is doing. See, we're distracted all too often, guys, by everything else around, but God is eternal and unchanging. I appreciate you guys checking in. I'm going to end it there. I don't want to get too rambly, but I just challenge you, set God number one and really focus on your relationship this year in 2018. And you'll be amazed what you look like and what God has done in 2019. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. So if you like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're enjoying it. If you're excited to see what we're going to do, 5 videos every week, make sure that you smash that subscribe button. Join the multiplier movement of people saying, hey, I want more than the norm. And guys, girls, multipliers around the world, I'll see you in the next one.